Hello my friends. My name is Bot Mathematician and this is Holomancer.
Also, Chief Investigative Reporter Dora joined us this evening.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop. It's time to say goodbye to the cards that were the indispensable foundation for deck building. Annual rotation is the period when the metagame undergoes its biggest transformation, but at the same time it is a very sad moment when we have to lose our favorite characters and strategies.
In this video, you'll see a full infographic for the top legendary cards that will soon be removed from the standard format.
Over the course of 2 years, we have been regularly collecting data on metadecks to be able to identify cards that were actually useful for the maximum amount of time. In the previous video we talked about the worst cards. In this video we'll take a quick look at legendary cards that had a lifespan of over 50%. This means that the cards were used for deck building more often than they were completely useless. There are a lot of such cards, and this time it's harder than ever to say goodbye to them.
We often see in the comments that developers are printing a huge number of useless cards. Yes, not all cards are equally strong, flexible and able to form the basis for viable archetypes, but in the current circumstances developers hardly ever create useless tools. If you've watched our previous videos, you probably know that among the legendary cards that leave the standard format only 2 cards were not even used as experiments in the metagame.
More than 70 out of 110 cards were conditionally useful for at least half of their life cycle. That's an incredible result.
Furthermore, the vast majority of legendary cards can be found in the wild format, making recommendations for disenchanting extremely problematic. Based on data from HSReplay and Donkey.top, we have assigned each card one of 3 statuses that reflect its potential utility in the wild format. Cards that are used in legend-ranked decks and have a satisfactory win rate have been given the useful status. Cards that have been nerfed but can be returned to their original characteristics after rotation, or simply have the potential to become useful in the future have been given the status of promising. Cards that fulfill an optional role and are used only at low ranks were stamped useless.
But we want to draw your attention to an important nuance. The wild format metagame consists of a large number of Reno and XL Renathal archetypes. If Nerf Prince Renathal becomes cancelled, the potential of all these strategies will increase significantly.
Before we get into a quick review of all the best cards, let's look at the stats of one of the cards for an example.
The House of Eyes is gone, but I am undying.
Baroness Vashj is in 72nd place with a lifespan score of 50%. On average, 7% of shamans have used this card throughout their lifetime. The maximum popularity of the card reached 3% within the Evolve archetype, but the average popularity was less than 0.5%. The card is currently not used in standard format meta decks, but in wild format the card can be found in the low ranks of XL Reno strategy. The card's popularity is just above 0.
We hope that our statistics are very clear. We leave you with our list without comments and we'll meet you again at the end of the top.
Magic betrays those who abuse it! The Dark Lady did not commit this unspeakable act.
You wager your soul when you bargain with death.
Your confession would save us all time.
Our story, tragic. Our redemption, divine.
A watery grave awaits.
As our husks break, your heart stops.
A toast to my everlasting reign.
My powers are never truly gone.
Falter, fall, succumb to the eternal cold.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
All shall rise and serve me.
What secrets does the cosmos hold?
I am the harvester of wrath. Would you like to learn why?
Your blood for the sire!
Before we continue, we want to express our boundless gratitude to our sponsors. Dear friends, your support is invaluable.
We do everything possible to make our videos unique and useful.
We will be grateful for any support. Your hits on the bell icons and like button, comments, subscription to the channel and of course sponsorship motivate us and provide the opportunity to create more new content.
No creature deserves to be caged!
Uncontainable!
Arcane arrows, fill the sky!
For a master tactician, this is nothing.
Turn back, and your death shall be merciful. It is our time to step out of the shadows.
Mistakes of the past, rewritten.
My frost will splinter your flesh!
The menagerie is for the pure only.
Don't think too hard. You'll hurt yourself.
The scourge will wash over this world as a swarm of death and destruction.
Time to wash away the filth! Go, imps! Do my bidding!
And they're throwing books.
Insanity is no excuse for bad manners.
We have plotted long enough. Now we rise!
Take two and call me in the morning.
Easier to draw blood than staunch it.
Let us see if the legends are true.
You will be crushed beneath the endless tide!
Vengeance for the vanquished!
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
The locks weaken, the world screams.
The caress of death is not gentle.
It is in death that we are truly tested. Death will not be a mercy for you.
With my skills and your cogs, we're unstoppable!
It is too late. I must obey!
There is no light, only power! For all I've given, I'm due my reward.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Remember this day, for you are graced with my presence.
Patchwork want to play!
I'm 7 moves ahead of you.
You are unfit to serve.
I do say, I seem to have lost the surface.
It's time to talk about the top 3 most useful cards. Sir Finley has a unique design. The card can be used in many scenarios, but the main function of the card allows you to change your hand, and thus find the right card. This is not Finley's first return to Hearthstone, but it is the first time the character has become so popular and important. I'm already starting to miss this card.
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
Prince Renathal is in second place. The card has pushed the boundaries of the construction deck. The Hearthstone team confirmed that they are capable of creating not just interesting mechanics but also new iconic characters for the game.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Speaking of new iconic characters, Astalor Bloodsworn blew up the metagame. The average popularity of the card was 33%. This means that over the course of the 4 expansion phases, the card was used in every 3rd meta deck. The impact of this card is commensurate with the classic version of Dr. Boom. This is a phenomenal result, but even so, I'm glad this card is leaving the standard format and opening up space for new strategies.
So, that's all the cards. As you can see, standard players will lose a huge number of extremely useful and interesting cards.
Dear friends, what card will make you sad when it disappears? What strategy will you miss the most in the standard format?
Share your thoughts in the comments and join the polls in the community tab. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for spending this time with us. We really hope that we will have the opportunity to get in touch in the next video.
Take care of yourself.
And never give up.
Job's done.